Today I'd like to look at another psalm. This is another Psalm of David. It's Psalm 139. A lot of people find comfort from this song, and I hope you will too. Psalm 139, we'll be reading the entire psalm. O Lord, you have searched me and known me. You know when I sit down and when I rise up. You understand my thought from afar. You scrutinize my path and my lying down, and are intimately acquainted with all my ways. Even before there is a word on my tongue, behold, O Lord, you know it all. You have enclosed me behind and before, and laid your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is too high. I cannot attain it. Where can I go from your spirit? Or where can I flee from your presence? If I ascend to heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in Sheol, behold, you are there. If I take the wings of the dawn, if I dwell in the remotest part of the sea, even there your hand will lead me, and your right hand will lay hold of me. If I say, surely the darkness will overwhelm me, and the light around me will be night, even the darkness is not dark to you, and the night is as bright as the day. Darkness and light are alike to you. For you formed my inward parts. You wove me in my mother's womb. I will give thanks to you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works, and my soul knows it very well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in secret, and skillfully wrought in the depths of the earth. Your eyes have seen my unformed substance, and in your book were all written, the days that were ordained for me, when as yet there was not one of them. How precious also are your thoughts to me, O God! How vast is the sum of them! If I should count them, they would outnumber the sand. When I awake, I am still with you. Oh, that you would slay the wicked, O God! Depart from me, therefore, men of bloodshed, for they speak against you wickedly, and your enemies take your name in vain. Do I not hate those who hate you, O Lord, and do I not loathe those who rise up against you? I hate them with the uttermost hatred. They have become my enemies. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me, and know my anxious thoughts, and see if there is any hurtful way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. David is writing this. It's thinking about the care, the knowledge, the presence of God with us as individuals, uh, his knowing all about us. He starts off in the first 6 verses talking about how much God knows about us. When we sit down, we rise up, whatever we are doing, whatever we're thinking, whatever we are about to say, He already knows. He knows these things beforehand, and that knowledge, as he says, is too wonderful for me. It is too high, I cannot attain it. Then he talks about God's presence with us. Where can I go from your spirit? And he goes through all the places that in this world that, we go to heaven, we go to Sheol, with the place of the dead, uh, take the wings of the dawn, go as far away from Jerusalem as you can get, uh, dwell in the darkness, if the darkness surrounds us, God's still there. Doesn't matter where we go, God is there with us and for us because His Spirit is with us. Then to uh, he considers how we are created. That it's God Himself that created us and made us. For you formed you formed my inward parts. You wove me in my mother's womb. God was there with us, making us as we are right now in the womb. That's, some people might have some problems with that, but it means that God has a plan, has a purpose for how we're made. Uh, and and David's response is, it should be our response. We thank and praise him. I will give thanks to you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works, and my soul knows it very well. He knew us beforehand. David then turns to talk about God's foreknowledge of us. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in secret. Your eyes have seen my unformed substance, and in your book were all written the days that were ordained for me, when as yet there was not one of them. God has a plan for your life. God has a plan for our lives. He saw us. He knew us before we were formed, and he planned for us, and he loves us. David's response is, how precious are your thoughts to me, O God. How vast the sum of them. If I should count them, they would outnumber the sand. When I awake, I am still with you. The love and mercy of God is with us throughout. Verses 19 through 22 can give us some difficulties. Talking about hating those that hate God, turning against those, loathing them. We're not comfortable with that, especially in a Christian world where we're taught to love everybody. Yes, God died for the sinner. God died for those that hate him, that rebelled against him. We were those people. But those that persist in their rebellion against God, who have shut God out, they are our enemies. We should not seek to harm them from a Christian standpoint, protect ourselves from them. But he's praying for God to take care of them, not us. For God to judge them, not us. But he wraps up with this prayer to be instructed, to be taught, to be led by God. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Know what it is I'm thinking, I'm feeling, I'm planning, I'm treasuring. Try me and know my anxious thoughts. He wants God to put him to the test and see what it is that worries him. Come and listen in on his fears. And God can and will listen in on our fears and know what it is that we are concerned about. See if there be any hurtful way in me. What am I doing that's going to harm me or others? Fix that and lead me in the everlasting way. Psalm of David, Psalm 139, showing how much God loves us, how much God knows about us, how much God can do for us, because he's omniscient, he knows everything, omnipresent, he is always there wherever we go, and he loves you. I know not why God's wondrous grace to me he hath made known, nor why unworthy Christ in love redeemed me for his own. But I know whom I have believed, and am persuaded that he is able to keep that which I've committed unto him against that day. I know not how this saving faith to me did impart, nor how believing in his word brought peace within my heart. But I know whom I have believed, and am persuaded that he is able to keep that which I've committed unto him against that day. I know not how the Spirit moves, convincing men of sin, revealing Jesus through the Word, creating faith in him. But I know whom I have believed, and am persuaded that he is able to keep that which I've committed unto him against that day. I know not when my Lord may come, at night or noonday fair, nor if I'll walk the vale with him, or meet him in the air. But I know whom I have believed, and am persuaded that he is able to keep that which I've committed unto him against that day.